I welcome you to my growing garden of skeletal remains. Corpses and carcasses litter these tall grassy plants. A ball of fire rises from north of true east. A hunger growing within, others one patrol beast. Dawn breaks the sky, emblazoning horizon. I am prepared for today's feast. One freshly scarred eye already open whilst I slumber. I stand tall to all four. On this hellish day, vengeance will be mine, this already scored. Yesterday, a bunch of hyenas took from me my lunch, before laughing off into the night. I watched them from the branch of a fig tree, laughing and chewing, staring back at me in spite. I pray to rising sun to give me the strength to face them, to bask me in glorious sunlight, so that on this day, my last day, I will have the courage to fight with all of my might. Mating calls fill the summer air, bringing life to lush grasslands. Much time will pass, now the hourglass starts to fill with sands. I heed the call, knowing I must plant my seed. Only then will I take my leave, knowing I have been free. I will live on through spirit after battle, knowing my son will one day lead. A lioness goddess surrounded by other willing mates, she waits for me under the shade of an acacia tree. Just look into my eyes and let me clean your mane, said she. With haste and grace, I did strive to answer her plea. Share your shade and hospitality with me under the cover of this fertility tree, I had replied. I had bested all rivaling males in combat thusly, and claimed this goddess with propriety. The sky did thunder as over my primal urges were cast asunder. It was her warm body under the showers I did surmount, and all the hours of love-making I did lose count. Bringing an end to this dreadful drought, my queen fell fast asleep after her desires were satiated. My night won't come to an end until my enemies are annihilated. The fire giant and the curtains of dusk cast shut their violet blue veil. The man in the moon rises to see that my deathly decree is served, his face pale. These nocturnal eyes mirrored lost souls. Their throats would be maroon red and filled with holes. The little whelps were spotted gathering just over the bank of this hill. My silhouette stood tall above them still. Letting out their barks and their shrieks that were shrill, I realized that their vast numbers were nil. As I eagerly approached the pack, one had exclaimed, "Cry havoc and let slip the dogs of war." I spit at his front feet, thunderously letting out my loudest roar. Lightning did strike behind them, giving them tremulous shakes to settle the score. For every mark they left on me, I'd give them 10 more. Let the bloodletting begin. A flock of vultures did soar over the oasis shore. At last, this affair has been laid to rest. 7 more bodies to collect in my garden as the sun sets in the west. I lick the bloody wounds on my chest, enjoying the taste of blood, I do confess. Let their twisted remains be a message to what happens to those who've messed with the best. I no longer have worry of the hyena's cabal. Free to roam this terrain, I have been released of this thrall. Bravery and valor the rest of the animal kingdom would commend, leaving no other predators to contend. The end.